Yeah. All right, guys. All right. Oh, hey, guys. How you doing? How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the podcast. And today podcast we're gonna be talking about the Bucky Raw arrest. Okay. We're gonna be looking at that. We're gonna be looking at the Bucky Raw arrest. Okay. Many of you know who Bucky Raw is. Bucky Raw is an Liberian popular musician. Okay, so we all know who Bucky Raw is. But just couple of days or couple of hours ago, he was arrested by the LDEA and forward to court. But currently, he's at the central prison of Monrovia. It's called the Saw Beach. So many of you know Bucky Raw, and many of you, you know the story with Bucky Raw. But I want to talk about two sides of the story, right? And I want to talk about the arrest of Bucky Raw, and I also want to talk about the 31.6 kilogram of marijuana that were found with him. So we're gonna be very balanced, okay? And guys, there's a movement up, okay? There's a movement up. The movement is called Free Bucky Raw. Say no to selective justice. That's the movement we want to go with, guys. We want to run with this thing, okay? Guys, we got to stand together. We got to stand with Bucky Raw in this difficult time. We got to stand with Bucky Raw. So there's a movement. I'm about to post it all right now. Okay. So this is Free Bucky Raw. That's the movement right there. Say no to selective justice. Now, many of you might say, why did this guy talking about selective justice? But I'm sure most of you understand what I mean. Because there has been couple of time, or there has been couple of people that has been arrested because of drugs, and at the end of the day, those people who have been arrested, they are nowhere to be found. Even though those guys, they were caught with huge quantity of drugs, but at the end of the day, there's no information about these people, and we don't know their whereabouts. So when I say selective justice, I know what I'm talking about. And many of you Liberians, you understand what I'm talking about. Okay. But let's go down to one music and let's play the song, and I will come back and go down into this and break it down. Um yeah, it's a very important topic, it's very sensitive, but at the same time, we have to talk about it. Okay. I want to tell y'all how I feel, and I want to tell you guys about artists in Liberia, entertainers in Liberia. I want to know, are they standing together? But we're gonna talk about it. Let's play this music by Bucky Raw, African Body. Okay. And then we'll get into our conversation. But I want to say thanks to every one of you, those of you who are coming. Please do me a favor, share the live. Okay, share the live with other people. It's gonna be a very interesting conversation. So trust me, you're not gonna be bored. It's gonna be all right.
I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. African body, African body, African rocking to my African party. African body, African body, African rocking to my African party. African daddy, her to my full of her try say I say it jacking like they say they get when bopping her lash it. African daddy, I'm not the type that can drop it when I'm washing it from the back. I let the spread it a gossip. African baddie baddie. I own it here for your business. The way I knocking on the set, I think Jehovah my witness. African baddie baddie. I own it paying you visit. The way I beating on the set, she think I beef with her kidney. African baddie baddie. You a body agree. Now why you dance on your heat? Now why I dancing with she? Her bed my copy both for sure. The way she changing her sheet. I said I get from the east. I said I get from the west. I get be making chicken jealous when she walking with breasts. I said I get from the south. I said I get from the north. You think I get from writing sentence when she bluffing with butt. I said I get be clapping cheeks but she not slapping her jaw. African baddie baddie. 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 I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. African baddie, African body, African rocking to my African party. African baddie, African body, African rocking to my African party. African baddie, baddie. African baddie baddie. African baddie baddie. African baddie baddie, 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 African baddie baddie. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't break. I say you to my don't shake, then your back won't.
Yeah, guys, don't forget Liberia's Impact is back in action. Okay, Liberia's Impact is back in action. So don't forget, go down to
The big brother. Yeah, yeah. The big brother are the bad money. So no. That's what you are, big brother. At the back, yeah. And he at the front. So you gotta do the
look. I'm pretty much sure. I know very well that many of you have seen the video of Bucky Raw. Now we're gonna talk about what is wrong with the arrest and what is right. Okay, let's get into this. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel, I know you're watching and you're sharing the live. Thank you very much. Please keep sharing. It's very hard for me to do the live and share at the same time. So I'll leave that with you, Daniel, please. And if you want to come on the show, let me know. I'll send you the link as well. Okay, Daniel. And Abraham, you guys can come. Let's have a conversation about this. Abraham and Daniel, you two can come on. I'll send a link now to Daniel. Okay, I'm sending the link to you now, Daniel. You and Abraham can come on the show. Okay, and let's have a conversation about this, right? So many of you know that Bucky Raw was arrested. Okay, Bucky Raw was arrested. The video is everywhere on social media. In fact, Bucky Raw was arrested. It was like the arrest of Bucky Raw. It felt like it was something that was planned because there was media, there was everything invited to this arrest of Bucky Raw. Now, but before I get into my conversation, I want to let you know that I'm not defending Bucky Raw. Okay, I'm not defending Bucky Raw for having 31.6 kilogram of marijuana. I'm not defending that because I know Liberians are struggling with drugs in our country, and I know that young people are dying. But I just want to show light on this conversation. I want to look at this conversation in a different perspective. Okay, many people might see it as, oh, Bucky Roy is a dealer. No, I want to look at it the other way around. To me, I think Bucky Raw is a victim. Bucky Raw is another victim of drugs, just like every other young Liberians in Liberia now today. Okay, so I'm not trying to defend Bucky Raw. Okay, but I want to share my point of view and how to feel about this whole situation. So, guys, if you guys are watching me, please don't come for me. That don't be harsh. Okay, listen to what I'm about to say, and do me a favor, share the live with other people, invite other people as well. Right? It's not easy to share the live when I'm on the show. To be honest, I wish Daniel could do that. Okay, um, yeah. So yes, many of you know that Bucky Raw was arrested, and in fact, he was taken to court. But I think yesterday he was taken to Central Prison, Morovia Central Prison, South Beach, right? And and guys, wait, I'm coming. I'm trying to share the live at the same time while talking. It's not easy to do two things at once, guys. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. But listen, man. So my setting today for my show, right, is this is how it's gonna go. I understand the long standing struggles with drugs abuse and law enforcement in Liberia. Okay, the role of the LDEA and a responsibility is to protect society. And I'm not blind to the fact that LDEA has a piece of job they have to do. No, I'm not blind to. I'm not blind. I know that, right? Why is it like? Why is this particular arrest? Why has it sparked national debate? Because a lot of people, not just Bucky Raw, not just people on the street. This issue was on the Spoon platform, and Winfred Russell make a very important point, and that's the same point I wanted to talk about, and that's what I'm going to be speaking about. Why this particular arrest is being is sparking national debate in our country and outside of the country among Liberians, right? Is Bucky Raw a special person? Is Bucky Raw different from other people who have been arrested? The question lies there. Is Bucky Raw special? No, he's not special. Now, Bucky Raw is not special. But let's get into it. So the Bucky Raw reporter, I watched a video when Bucky Raw was being arrested, when the LDEA went to raid his house. And Bucky Raw make it very clear that he has a little bit of quantity of marijuana that he used as an inspiration for recalling when he hit the studio. Now, in many countries, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, in many countries, that shouldn't be a problem. But in Liberia, It does not matter the amount or the quantity that you have. As long as you have a little bit of marijuana or any sort of illicit drugs on you, it's a crime, right? So Bucky Raw stated very clear that, oh, whatever you found in this house, this is my recording, my studio house. So whatever you found in this house, it's not for commercial, it's for personal use. Okay. I don't sell it. I don't sell it to people, but I use it to inspire myself, to gain inspiration. When I hit the studio, as I he's an entertainer, right? Yeah, he is an entertainer. So entertainer nowadays they hit one or two joints and then they hit the studio. Now, Bucky Raw, Bucky Raw is an entertainer, but after claiming that, after Bucky Raw claimed that the drugs or whatever they found in his house was personal use, saying he used the substance for inspiration and recording music, clarified an important point. Yeah, let me clarify this important point. Bucky Ross stated that he has and he used it for personal use. So that's a confession there by Bucky Raw. Now, my clarification now on that statement from Bucky Raw is that drugs use and possession are illegal in Liberia, regardless of your profession, okay, or whatever status that you have, regardless of who you are. Or the use of drugs in Liberia is a crime. So if you are a president, if you are a king, whatever you are, the use of drugs in our country is a crime, right? So we need to get that straight. We need to get that straight, okay? But the question remains, right? Now, this takes me back to Bucky Raw. The question remains: should artists use or inspiration as a justification for the crime that they commit? And if I was to answer that, I would say no, because a crime is a crime, and nobody is above the law. If you break the law, you have to pay the consequences, right? Now, I'm just trying to clarify all of this. These are very important. Okay, so it does not matter who you are in our country. If you found or if you are caught with any amount of drugs, that's a crime. So no, it does not matter the amount that you have, that's a crime, right? But why are artists using drugs as an inspiration? I mean, in the entertainment world, it's worldwide. People use it every day. People use a whole lot more. Marijuana is nothing compared to all the drugs that people are using. I mean, in other country, a 31.6 kilogram of marijuana, that's just for personal use. That's like the LDEA shouldn't be worried about that, right? But the public reaction, what the outrage, okay, why, okay, why many Liberians feel that the arrest of Bucky Raw went beyond law enforcement. That's where we come in. Oh, thank you for coming, Daniel. Yeah, I can't see you yet, but you're here. All right. Why was it outrage? Why? Why many Liberians feel that the arrest of Bucky Raw is beyond, is beyond law enforcement. When people are watching the video of Bucky Raw, and Bucky Raw is not the first person that's been arrested in our country for using drugs. No, I'm pretty sure the LDEA in Liberia, they are arresting people every day. Here's a typical example. The Liberian Sierra Leonean artist Alonzo. Alonso was arrested when nobody saw him being arrested, and nobody saw Alonso being paraded on the street. And other drugs dealers or whatever drug user in our country, they have been arrested, but nobody sees them parading with them on the street of Monrovia, disgracing them, embarrassing them. Okay, so that's where the outrage is coming from. The outrage that Liberians are having in Liberia and outside of Liberia is why did the LDEA have to parade with Bucky Raw and disgracing, as we see in the video. And you have so many unprofessional journalists in our country. People just have mobile phone and they call themselves journalists. They don't even know how to go about giving a report on a situation, like that. So when you watch the videos and you listen to some of those buffoons that call themselves journalists, like, you realize that Liberia is a messed up country. You realize that Liberia is actually beyond, like, we not even beyond, but we all the way behind time. Right? Right? Yes. So the concern, yeah, the concern over the public parading, the media exposure. Why do the LDEA have to expose Bucky Raw? Because he's being arrested for 31.6 kilograms of marijuana. Like I told you, I'm not here to back Bucky Raw. I'm here to show light in two different perspectives. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I spoke about the illegal use of substance in our country. It doesn't matter the quantity. Once you have it, you face the consequences. And I spoke about actors shouldn't be using drugs as an inspiration to recall. Okay, I spoke about that. But I'm saying now, the outrage. Okay, Liberians are discussing among themselves. It's like a conversation now going on every block in Liberia and outside of Liberia. That why were Bucky Raw being paraded on the street? Why the media exposure? Okay, why perceive why do they humiliate Bucky Raw and disrespect him? That was disrespectful. Parading somebody as Bucky Raw just to show that yes, the LDEA is working. Right? Now, has the LDEA treated Bucky Raw differently compared to other people who have been arrested before? Yes. Has the LDEA treated Bucky Raw differently? I would say yes. I would say yes. I've never seen any of those people who have been arrested by the LDEA. I've never seen the LDEA taking cameras and putting these people on videos and putting them on social media. I've never seen that. That is so unprofessional. I've never seen that. I've never seen anyone who has been arrested by the LDEA being paraded on the street of Monrovia just to give a statement that yes, the LDEA is working. No, that is so unprofessional, and that was disrespectful to Bucky Raw. You see, this is the issue we have with our country. It's the way we treat each other. We treat each other like we are animals. We don't treat each other with respect. This is why Liberia is full of so much hate. This is why Liberia is full with a lot of people, angry people. Because if you treat me like this today, and tomorrow when I get out, do you expect me to have love for you? No, I won't have love for you. Because for what you did to me in the past, I'm gonna have that hate. That hate is gonna be built in me for the LDEA, for the Liberian National Police, for any security apparatus in the country for that matter. We got to learn to respect people right. Okay? It doesn't matter if this person was arrested with hunt 1 kilo, 3 kilogram of marijuana or whatever drugs. You gotta respect their right. You cannot parade these people on the street and embarrassing them. After all, you haven't been to court. So where's the justice at? Where? So this is why our country is full of hate. This is why Liberians don't love each other. It's the way we treat each other. So we need to learn to treat our suspect with some sort of respect and dignity, because dignity and respect matter. In a professional setting, dignity and respect matter. Arresting a suspect does not give you the right to disrespect them or to defy their right. No, they still have a right. Okay? There might be a suspect today, but they still have a right. So you don't have the rights to disrespect and humiliate these people just because they were caught in the act. No, they still have a right. So Liberians, look, we need to learn. Like many of you Liberians, you people need to step out of the country and you need some exposure so you know that Liberia is behind time. Liberians need to open their eyes. This is why when little things happen in the country, you see Liberians, the youth, they're everywhere on the street like a mad dog. So when that is happening, politicians take advantage of you and they use their ignorance to their own advantage. So we need to learn to treat each other with respect, maximum respect. It's very important. Okay, it's very important. A criminal still has a right. Yes, a criminal still has a right. But at the same time, so what do I mean by selective justice? Okay, the ongoing public claims and social media discussion about other individuals, allegedly linked to drugs, okay, who were never publicly compared or publicly paraded on the street of Monrovia or prosecuted, right? Now, don't tell me I'm lying, because I'm not lying. You live in Liberia and you know what goes on in Liberia. There has been people who have allegedly been linked to drugs, but they were never paraded on the streets. They were never disrespected. In fact, most of you don't even know that these people were arrested. Some of them was never even prosecuted, right? So that when I speak of selective justice, this is where I'm coming from. Okay, I'm coming from previous action that have taken place. Okay, Bucky Raw is not the first suspect that is being arrested for a kilogram of drugs. No, he's not the first suspect. Okay, but at the same time, give me a glass of water, please. Sorry, guys. I just need a glass of water. Yeah. So, guys, hold on, yeah. Let's take a 10-second break. Okay, let's take a 10-second break. I need to drink water. My throat is getting dry.
African body, African body, African rocking to my African party. African body, African body, African rocking to my African party. African body, her to my full of her traffic. I say ejecting, let they say they get when bopping her lash it. African body, I'm not the type that can drop it when I washing it from the back. I let the spread it a gossip. African body, I own it here for your business. The way I knocking on the set, I think Jehovah my witness. African body, I own it paying you visit. The way I beating on the set, she think I beef with her kidney. African body, you her body agree. Now why you dance on your heat? Now why I dancing with she? Her babe, my copy both for sure. The way she changing her sheet. I said I get from the east. I said I get from the west. I get be making chicken jealous when she walking with breasts. I said I get from the south. I said I get from the north. You think I get from writing sentence when she bluffing with butt. I said I get be clapping cheeks, but she not slapping her jaw. African daddy, African daddy, African
Yeah, sorry guys. I needed water. My throat was getting dry. I needed to drink water. Okay. But listen, y'all. Those of you who are watching me now, please go on Facebook and share the live. Okay. Share the live with other people. Guys, we have a movement. Okay. This right here, this is a movement. We this is a movement here. Okay. Free Bucky Raw. Say no to selective justice. Okay. God, it's very important that everybody, we gotta run with this. Go on the Liberian's impact page. That picture is on the Liberian's impact page. Okay, go and copy that picture, save it in your phone, and make a post about it. Post it everywhere. Okay, we need to join the movement, free Bucky Raw, and say no to selective justice. The reason you're gonna do this because today might be Bucky Raw. Tomorrow could be you. It could be your brother. It could be your sister. It could be your auntie. It could be your uncle. It could be your nephew. It could be right. So today we stand with Bucky Raw, and then tomorrow, the time comes, we're gonna stand with you. But if you if you leave Bucky Raw by himself, when your time comes tomorrow, do not expect us to come to your rescue. No. So join the movement now. Free Bucky Raw. Say no to selective justice. Because you are in Liberia. Today is Bucky Raw. Tomorrow it could be you. So remember that. So join the movement. Free Bucky Raw today. Okay. Say no to selective justice. Guy, it's on the Liberian Impact page. Go on the Liberian Impact Facebook page and save that photo in your phone, and go make a post about it and post it everywhere. Okay, I started the free Bucky Raw. I started that the very first day Bucky Raw was arrested. I started that. I started that, and people are used. You know, I would have been glad if, but I see everyone's doing it. Christoph is doing it. All these guys are doing it, but they don't want to use a picture of Bucky Raw. But that's my movement. I started the movement, free Bucky Raw. That was on the very first day Bucky Raw was arrested. So, guys, join the movement. Okay, let's stand together. Unity among young people is important. Let's unite. Okay, now don't encourage what Bucky Raw did. No, I'm not saying encourage it, but we're joining the movement to tell the Liberian or LDEA, or to tell the government of Liberia to give Bucky Raw another chance, because Bucky Raw is not a dealer. Bucky Raw, he was not caught selling. He was caught with a few kilograms. Yes, okay. You can't deny the fact that he was caught with something, but what he was caught with is not enough to be distributed. It's not enough to sell. So what he was caught with is most like a personal use. So guys, join the movement. Okay, join the movement. Okay, this could be you tomorrow, and we could do the same thing for you tomorrow. Free Bucky Raw. Free Bucky Raw. Say no to selective justice. Let the Liberian government or the LDEA start dealing with justice fairly instead of being selective. Not because they know somebody and they let them go, but because somebody like Bucky Raw, I mean, I don't want to go there. I don't want to politicize this stuff. I just want to stick to you know, the topic. Okay. So, like I was saying, other people has been arrested before, in the past, but they were never paraded on the street. They were never disgraced or humiliated at the same time. No, none of that happened. But reference to unsolved and unaddressed allegations involving political connection or connected individual, often discussed by citizens but not legally established though. At the same time, whatever that start as a rumor in Liberia, there's always facts behind it. Okay, a lot of people have accused the son of the president, Tantan. Okay, now allegedly they're saying that Tantan is also a supplier. Allegedly, they're saying that Tantan is a dealer, but is also a user of drugs. But at the same time, the Liberian government, the LDEA, they have never taken a step any further to look into the matter of Tantan because Tantan belonged to the first family. Okay, so this is what we call selective justice. Okay, other people. There been a guy that was arrested with more than 200,000 worth of drugs on him. But at this point, there's no information about this dude. We don't know his whereabouts. So that's a selective justice. Okay, that is selective justice. All right. So, guys, the important clarification I'm making here. Okay, these are public allegations. These are perceptions. Even though it's not proven to be facts, but anything that starts as a rumor in our country, trust me, there's a little bit of facts behind it. Okay. Yeah. So then I have a key question. Why do some cases receive full public attention while others disappear without updates, without any trace? Why? Why is it, or why not treat everybody equally and fairly and deal with the matter that is at hand? If you are caught with drugs, if the government gonna parade you like they did to Bucky Raw, then it should be a precedent now where when the LDEA arrests you for drugs, they should parade you on the street of Monrovia, they should disrespect you, they should deny you your right and disgrace you among public and parade you on the street, because that's a precedent that has been set now with Bucky Raw. So I'm not expecting to be any different from other people. No. I'm not expecting that. Sorry, guys. Let me do something. Give me a second. Let me do something.
African daddy, daddy, 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 African daddy, daddy. I say your tumor don't shake, then your back won't break. I say your tumor don't shake, then your back won't break. I say your tumor don't shake, then your back won't break. I say your tumor don't shake, then your back won't break. African daddy, African body, African rocking to my African party. African body, African body.
Yeah, sorry guys, I just needed to do something behind me. So look, join the conversation, guys. Please go on Facebook, share the live. Okay. Like I said, I'm not defending Bucky Raw on his issue. Okay. I'm just being very objective about this. Okay. I'm actually being balanced. Okay. I don't encourage any young person in Liberia or anyone for that matter, to smoke or do drugs. No, I don't encourage that because I myself, I don't smoke, I don't drink. So I don't encourage anyone to do that. When very importantly, our country is actually fighting these drugs. The struggle is real. Young people are leaving homes, young people who supposed to be better people in the future, because of the lack of job or whatever it is. Most people would say it's peer pressure, but sometimes, like me, I grew up in a crib with a lot of boys. They drink once in a while. Drink a couple of beer once in a while, but I never drink it. So there's no such thing as peer pressure. There is, but you have to be so weakly in your mind to allow peer pressure to overtake you. So it's very important because your life, you are the planner of your life. So you have to plan your way in a way that is going to benefit you tomorrow. If you allow your friends, listen, I don't, my friends don't choose me. No, I choose my friend. If I have a friend who thinks he's better than me, or who thinks or he knows more than me, or who thinks or I'm beneath him, no, I push that friend away because such a friend is not a good friend. Such a friend have no respect for you, and they will lead you into trouble. So there's so many people I have cut off. I have cut off a lot of people because my personal surrounding is very little. I don't have a large friend base. No, I don't even have a friend. That's a fact. I don't even have a friend. Okay, I have a couple of mates here and there, but I don't have a friend now. So I'm very little. So for someone to tell me or peer pressure, no, I don't believe in all this shit. Like those are all nonsense. Okay, like they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So the friends that you are hanging out with, be careful with them. If you think that friend is not good for you, then cut that friend off. Because you need a friend that is going to learn from you and you're also going to learn from. But if you have a friend that is not willing to learn from you or is not willing to lead you the right way, then that's not a good friend. Because you need to learn from somebody and somebody need to learn from you. And that's how you have to work. You got to, that's how you got to collaborate with each other as a friend. So friendship is not just one way. So you need to check your inner circle. Who is in your inner circle? If you can't benefit from that person in your inner circle, then that you need to smaller, make it more smaller and see who's your friend. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, yeah, okay, this I'm referring now to Bucky Raw on this one, yeah. Because what happened to Bucky Raw, this was like a calculated plan. It was already put in place, and people already, the LDEA already come up with a plan, and the media and everything was invited. So it did not just come out of boom randomly. No, it was something that was already calculated. It was already meditated upon. Okay, when somebody have to tip the LDEA, we know in Liberia, or we know information is expensive, and the LDA is working. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, what's going on with my internet, guys? Sorry, I think my internet's playing game with me. Yeah, Bucky Raw. It was somebody that tapped the LDEA, and so sad. Bucky Raw is not gonna know who did that to him, but it has to be somebody very close to Bucky Raw. It has to be somebody who knows Bucky Raw that tapped the LDEA on this matter. Okay. So at the same time, be mindful who is around you. This is going to be a lesson for Bucky Raw. He's going to learn from this. Yeah, he's going to learn from this. When he comes out of this, I mean, by the grace of God, I don't think he's going to stay in there for quite a long time because I mean, it's 31.6 grand. That's that's not even it's not even up to 50 grand now. So I know that justice is gonna prevail, they're gonna go, a bit lighter on him, you know. But at the same time, be mindful of the friend that you keep. Be mindful of the people in your surrounding. It is very important. But what the LDA did to Bucky Raw, I think everybody should condemn it. Condemn the act. As you condemn Bucky Raw for having drugs, for being caught with drugs, for doing drugs. you should also condemn the LDEA today as well. Because what you are doing, you think it's you or it's Bucky Raw, but tomorrow it could be you. And when it's happened to you, we're gonna judge you as well. Who's that? So yes, if you condemn Bucky Raw today, then you have to condemn the LDEA. It's fair if you condemn the LDEA, because what the LDEA did, they try to politicize this whole issue. That's why they paraded Bucky Raw on the street. There's a couple of information behind that, but we're gonna keep that information later until we verify those information, and then we'll talk about it. But tonight, I just want to talk about the unfair treatment of Bucky Raw and how the LDEA paraded Bucky Raw on the street. How the LDEA disgraced Bucky Raw, treating like a common criminal. Okay, this guy has not been pronounced criminal yet. Okay, he is a suspected drugs dealer according to them. But Bucky Raw said no, he does not deal, but he takes. So Bucky Raw is also a victim to drugs. So we have to be mindful how we handle this issue. Let's be very mindful of how we handle this issue, guys. All right. So that's enough of Bucky Raw today. But remember, guys, please, the movement stands. Okay. Keep posting from now till the time Bucky Raw comes out. So keep posting. That's the movement there. There's no protest or anything. It's just a movement on social media, on Facebook. Guys, if you have TikTok, you got Facebook, you got IG, which is Instagram, guys, post this everywhere. Check my Instagram, check my Facebook, check my TikTok. I post this is everywhere. Okay, so let's keep the movement going. Say no to selective justice. Free Bucky Raw. Okay. Say no to selective justice. Free Bucky Raw. Okay. Guys, it's a movement. It's a movement on Facebook. Go to the Liberian's Impact page. You're gonna find this picture just the way it is, and you can save this picture in your phone and you can use it anyhow you want to use it, guys. Feel free. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say about Bucky Raw. Okay. Then I come down to one song and then we go down to the county meet. Okay. I want to play a song by Obadiah Topa, The Name of Victory Man. Okay. Nah, not that one. I want to play a song by Obadiah Topa, The Name of Victory Man. And that song's supposed to be for the country.
Everybody wants to win. So why, 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 everybody wants to win. So why, let me rise like a tree that's standing by the riverside. Our leaves will never go dry. Yeah, we are like a tree that's standing by the riverside. Our leaves will not go dry. I want Sabella to play. Power blow, let the children play. The government on Liberia say, the president on Liberia say, I don't care what you will do it. Power play. So why, 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 so why,
Everybody want to win.
So why ya?
Woman, I give
So
myself.
why ya? So why ya?
They coming for the kill.
So why ya?
Maserati can't they say.
So why ya?
They going to win.
So why ya?
My boy will not say. They coming to win.
So why ya?
They coming to win.
So why ya?
No one say, they're the Kuna Liberia. So they coming. Oh, they coming.
So why ya?
So what's going to say? Grand let's say. So got the win. They coming.
So why ya?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Okay. Those of you who are watching the show, I want to say thanks to all of you guys. Keep sharing the live, invite your friends. Guys, it's not easy for me to do it. When I'm online. Okay, I mean when I'm actually doing the show, it's not easy for me to do it. But listen, y'all. I want to say congratulations to Nema County. I heard Nema County won 3-0 against Sano County, even though Sano County had a record, so it was 10 against 11. But nevertheless, Nema County, they took it. Victory, always, okay? So that's the new county meet. That should be a soundtrack for the new county meet. The song I was playing. That was a music constructed by Obadiah Topa, the name of Victory Man. And I believe the county meet, the organizer of the county meet, can use that sound to for the county meet for this year. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. So I believe they can use that too as well. I know. But like I was saying, the last time I started topic, but I didn't finish it. I started a topic about Nema County. Okay. And the topic I started is how amazing Nema County is. When it comes to talent, Nema County have it all. Even development wise, Nema County is doing extremely well. So it brings my attention to the entertainment in Nema County. There's so many great artists coming out of Nema County, but they don't have a platform. There's no platform for these people to showcase their talents, right? They don't have the people that was direct them in the rightful area. Now, mind you, most of these artists coming out of Nema, most of them are elderly people. Most of them are older people. So when it comes to social media like we do, I don't think they have that adequate equipment for such platforms. So, and it comes to my mind, why is it Nema don't have a bigger platform to promote all these artists, all these beautiful musicians? There's so many, a lot of beautiful songs that come out of Nema County. I mean, production wise, the beats, the lyrics, the storyline, everything is just amazing, just on point. But there's no platforms to promote these people. And I started this conversation the other day, and I still haven't heard from anyone that there's a platform. I know they have entertainment award in Nema County, but those awards are also another selective award. They select who they want to give it to. They don't do their research. They don't do their research to see who music is popping, who music is out there, and who's been going back to back. They're not looking at that. They're just being selective. They're just being very unprofessional when they do their awards and stuff like that. They only give to people that they know. It's just like the Liberia award, the entire, I don't know. It's just like that. Everything in Liberia is very selective, and it shouldn't be like that, because we've gone past that point. We're on a professional setting now. We've gone past the point where we we do, who knows you? No, we're gone past the point. This is a professional setting now. Where we are now is 2025. Everything we do should be transparent. It should be fair. It should be equal. Don't pick and choose. That's cherry picking. We don't do that no more. Okay, cherry picking. No, we don't do that no more. So entertainment in Nema County, it has to be professional. And I'm gonna be looking very closely at these people to see what they're doing or how they go about it. But guys, at the end of the day, that's all I wanted to say. I don't have much to say tonight. Say to you guys. But remember the Bucky Raw situation, guys. Remember the Bucky Raw situation. Please, if you stand with Bucky Raw, stand with Bucky Raw. Join the movement and let's stand together for Bucky Raw. It's very important that we all stand together, especially. You see, just before I go, let me touch the topic. Maybe I'm going to speak about it another day. But I feel like the entertainers in Liberia, I think they're coward. Yeah, I would say that. I like to. For me, I don't like to. I don't eat crab with shame face. No, some people are afraid to call name. I always say the way I see it. Most the entertainers in Liberia, they are all cowards. If it's not happening to them, they don't care. But once it starts happening to them, they want the entire Liberians to come to their aid. Now, I see a lot of entertainers posting free Bucky Raw. That's the movement that did not even start. That's the movement I started on the very first day of the arrest of Bucky Raw. I started that free Bucky Raw. But everyone's posting a free Bucky Raw. But no one is coming out to speak for Bucky Raw. No one is coming out to speak on behalf of Bucky Raw. No one is coming out to speak facts about Bucky Raw. No. Everyone is being a coward. They're hiding behind their mobile phone and tapping free Bucky Raw. Most of these guys that are tapping free Bucky Raw, they're not tapping free Bucky Raw because they want Bucky Raw to be set free. No. Most of these guys are cowards. Most of these guys, they are enemy to Bucky Raw. So when you see them tapping free Bucky Raw, it's just for public perception. After that, deep down their heart, they know they don't want Bucky Raw to come out because Bucky Raw is taking their space. That's the sad facts about the whole entertainment world that we live in now today. Artists don't stand up for each other now because of envy and jealousy. They don't stand up for each other now. But guys, I'll leave that here tonight. Okay, my time is over. I came here for 1 hour. 1 hour is done. Okay, so we'll talk about this another time. Okay, but I also want to say thanks to all of you.
You ready?
So thanks to all of you that watched the show tonight. Thank you for watching and thank you for sharing the live. And this is how we go home tonight. I want to say thank you all. We'll be back on tomorrow with different information. Not specifically Bucky Raw, but tomorrow could be politics. But we'll see how things go. So see you all tonight, tomorrow, and bye.